Squad.
Wait, were we recording when we were talking about Lady Demetra or whoever she is?
Demetrius.
Okay, we were talking about cosplay because Blake, whatever. So we're here. Hey, it's better than talking about feet. So here we are with the movie squad. That you can tell that there's only 3 instead of 4 of us today because 2 of our members had to take the day off, not because it's a holiday, but just because they can. Matt, wake the hell up. That's what I just wanted to say. But
Honestly.
James, we're with you. But we are always joined by our good friend Andrew here, who loves coming out from behind the desk and onto the chairs and everything. And he's actually seen the movie.
What? No.
My mind as well.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a good time and everything. So we're a little threesome. We're kind of like a little red velvet cake. That's what Sinead said, didn't it?
No, I said Oreo, but
Hey, but red
yours is
velvet
better.
cake. Yes, thank you. No, mine's better. But we don't have to say our names as we usually do because Blake usually covers that by putting up the liner notes. But we do want you to like and subscribe. We want to do that call of action. We want you to ring the bell because we've had people starting to watch us a little bit more and everything. And please give us some suggestions for what films. Who knows when they'll come out? But if you make a suggestion, they will come out the next time you made that suggestion. So we are talking about Army of the Dead because this film was selected by our good member James Jump, and he's not here. But we figured we'll do it anyway, right? And it's Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead, and it's his return to filmmaking after his whole I should say hell of a year with Zack Snyder's Justice League and everything. So Zack Snyder's Army of the Dead is out in theaters as well as on Netflix. And this was the man who brought us Dawn of the Dead, isn't it, Andrew?
Yeah, it was indeed, yes.
Which, as you pointed out to me, which I didn't know, was written by James Gunn.
James Gunn, yeah.
Which is why it was so good.
Wild.
But also, Zack Snyder was kind of credited as the one who changed the zombie genre, didn't he? Because he brought in kind of like fast zombies. A little bit before 28 Days Later, didn't he?
Yeah, because I think like the zombie had sort of phased out a little bit, and then that's the one that really sort of brought it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a really good comeback. So now, after we've had like close to 9 years of Walking Dead and all of its affiliates where people are like, I don't even watch that show. That show's still on. Right? He decides to make Army of the Dead return to what made him famous. And he thought he would do that by creating a new form of zombie, which are what?
Smart.
Alphas.
Supposed to be smart zombies.
Smart zombies. We got
Sinead,
fast zombies.
Did they look smart to you? Well,
it depends.
What's smart?
I mean, I wouldn't get close to one to test its IQ, but at the same time, it didn't really appear intelligent.
Not very. I mean, to me, there was that one scene when Zeus puts the helmet on his head as they like shooting at him, and they literally bouncing bullets off of that helmet. Pring, pring, pring. I didn't know it was a bulletproof helmet, but he puts the helmet on his head so that way.
It was like some kind of Planet of the Apes had a baby with Walking Dead, and then got kicked by Justice League.
I must point out that version of Planet of the Apes, since there's like about 3 to 4 different versions, you must mean the Mark Wahlberg one, which was horrible. Not the Charlton Heston one. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would give you that one. So as usual, we like to kind of like break down a film, not like so like where it spoils, but hey, it's spoiled anyway. But like the point is, we like to break it down into like why the hell was this film made? Now, I actually was looking forward to it, but then let's look at the drama behind it because Dave Bautista, who was starting to have a good go at comedies, wasn't he? I want to be an actor. Right? He doesn't talk like Arnold, but I want to be an actor. And he's fought so hard for James Gunn to get Guardians back, which it does manage to happen. But then he's like, I'm leaving you, James, because I'm going to be an actor. Right? And this movie is going to make me an actor. Did it make him an actor there?
I think this is probably his best performance out of everything that I've seen him do.
Yeah, all right. I give him that. What about you, Sinead? Do you think Dave Bautista as the lead of this film was good or not?
I did okay. I mean, I was literally saying to both of you, like, as I was watching it, where are the fat people in this movie?
Fat people?
Why is everyone all rippling muscles?
Where the fat people at?
Where are the fat people? Like, I know the zombie. I know there's a whole like Zombieland joke where it's like, oh yeah, the fatties go first and whatever. But like, seriously,
Sinead.
like,
Sinead. in the opening, which is a Zack Snyder trope, you know, the montage opening.
Yeah.
I think that Fat Elvis was in that shot. Everybody knows Fat Elvis.
Yeah.
Right?
No, the music. I laughed.
I think Fat Elvis was there, so you can't say it. Where black people at?
No, I laughed because the back in, like, whatever the song was playing was like, Elvis, you better watch out. And then the Eiffel Tower fell on his head.
Oh, my God.
I was in stitches. I was like, I'm trying to take this seriously, and I just couldn't because that was just beautiful. Like, well done.
I couldn't tell if it was supposed to be like a tongue-in-cheek movie or if it was supposed to be serious, because it tries to be quite funny at times, but then it tries to be really dark and serious, and that tone just didn't quite click for me.
Yeah, the tone was definitely off with this movie. I mean, like, the thing about it is because we're all trapped at home and we got all of these Zoom interviews going on, so the Zoom cast had interviews and stuff. I was kind of like excited and interested to see this film because they played this film up as the, you know, female warrior film. You know, this film has like about, I don't know, 5 to 7 female characters, you know, or warrior-like and stuff like that. So I'm thinking, oh, okay, all right, you're going this route. I hear you, Zach. You know what I mean? And stuff. But when I saw the movie, that's not exactly what came across to me. No. You know, I mean, like, now.
There were women there.
Yeah, there were women there. But let's talk about, so let's talk about this fantastic opening. So there's a character that Zack sets up and destroys within 2 minutes. I'm talking about Soccer Mom. Do you remember Soccer Mom, Andrew? So the woman who was like, you know, shooting up all, you know, when Vegas falls. So she's shooting up all the zombies and everything like that. And then for some strange reason, because Zack shoots a lot of stuff in his backyard, for some strange reason, there's kind of like a prom photo of the woman with a gun in front of a green screen. Yeah. You know? And he does that with a couple of the characters. I don't know why.
Yeah, they were all holding like pictures of their families, weren't they?
Yeah, but it was still stupid.
That's what I feel like that's like where we lose the tone. Like, obviously, he's trying to make some kind of hybrid between a zombie movie and a fun heist movie.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a bit like, you know, you can only suspend your disbelief so much. Like, these people are, like, going... Like, there was that scene where the guy was, like, finding zombies to kill them online and stuff. And it's like, bro, in real life...
It was like a game, wasn't it?
Yeah, and I was like, bro, in real life, if this was IRL and, like, you know, like, freaking, like... the entirety of Vegas was being quarantined because, like, you know, it's full of, like, the undead. I feel like people wouldn't be, like, regardless of how much time has passed, nobody would be laughing. Like, nobody would be making fun.
No,
like,
but
at all.
no, exactly. But so, I mean, with Soccer Mom, you know, like, so she's mowing down zombies and everything, and Dave Bautista and his crew, you know, are like rescuing the president or the vice president or whatever. They're rescuing
someone.
Yeah, they're rescuing someone to get him out of Vegas in time before they. Now Vegas is circled in, right, by these tanker trucks that perfectly slot in place. I didn't even see the helicopter dropping the tanker truck, but now there's one tanker truck to be dropped. So this woman is trying to get her daughter out. Right? And then it's like, you know, they get separated and it's like, no, Mom, I want to come with you and everything. And then, you know, Batista, I guess, just, you know, shimmies on by to get out. And then, like, they grab each other and the tanker trunk
on top of them.
Now, Zach, that may look cute in theory, you know, and what do they call that? Previs. It doesn't.
Hindsight.
Yeah. You know, it was just kind of stupid, but we get it. It's a setup. Yeah. You know, but I thought that was still a good, strong character.
From just walking around when they're trying to set it up in the first place.
Well, we're gonna we're gonna get to that when we get to the coyote and how she goes in and out. But then let me just say again with this opening, because Sinead, you mentioned it before, was, you know, Omari Hardwick, you know, black guy, he's from Power. I think he's from that series Power. Yeah. But he had that big chainsaw, which we see in the trailer.
Oh my God, yes.
Now this chainsaw looks mad cool, right? You know, but he only uses it once in that first 2 to 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then you see him cleaning it later, and it never gets used again.
Why?
You see him packing it up, taking it into Vegas, and then he just never uses it.
Like
he also unpacks it, takes it out of a grave that he made for it.
A grave?
You know what I mean? No, he put it in the ground.
He put it to rest.
And then he takes it out, and he doesn't even use it. It's like, dude, this is such a cool freaking weapon.
You know what? I could tell that they used like all the budget in that first like 5 minutes. Like nobody died for how long?
Yes.
They just got that one dude just got shot and carried off, and then I was like, where's the splatter? Where's the blood?
You know what? You know what?
I mean?
This is true, Sinead, because Andrew, you also asked this question. Why is it called Army of the Dead? I mean, where's the army?
Where's the army?
Now we have the so there's another opening scene. So talk about that other opening scene with the army.
Well, it's basically like the opening credits where
where they get the Zeus.
You have all of the there's like a car crash that it releases the initial zombie.
And how
before
does
the crash, so the army is driving through
with something from Area 61.
No, 51.
51. 69.
Area 51.
Area 69.
Area 69, Sinead.
Yes.
That's where it's coming from.
Area 69.
And then what happened, Andrew?
Well, I think this is the moral of the story is drive safely. Because this movie would not happen otherwise.
Know what I thought, Andrew? Know what I thought? Because we see the trailer, right? And we know that the smart zombie is supposed to be led by a male and a female, right? And stuff like that. The female looked like she was in a wedding dress, didn't she? I thought she did because it was a weird kind of dress she was wearing.
The bride of Zeus.
The bride of Zeus. Well, the woman who was like giving her man pleasure, you know, and now this happened to me once. Don't do it. It's not as fun as you think it is. And so they drive off and crash into a truck, you know, that has something in there that they should not go near and stuff like that. That's what happened. But so I think that the lady Zeus or the queen was that woman. It might not be.
But she would have like disintegrated.
Look, there's no other storyline going. And I thought, look, that woman, you know, because Zeus was the thing that was in the tanker. So I'm thinking that woman was killed and like she's like, hey, you be my first.
I don't know.
It's a fun theory.
When you see them standing over Vegas just before they go in, there's only the three of them, isn't there?
Yeah, no, there is, but that's because those were the army guys that everybody's dead. So you could imagine that those are just the three that came to the hill to overlook. But then you could imagine that the others were
join them later.
Because they only crashed. Remember, they only crashed.
I thought it was a big explosion.
Yeah, but she was kind of burnt. You know what I mean? She was kind of burn looking. She was kind of burn looking.
You don't see them get out at all.
Let's put it this way. Zack, write your stories a little bit better, right? So we understand it.
1,000,000 to 1 chance of this car that's swerving over to the other side of the road.
That's Zeus, though.
With two drivers in the truck who aren't paying attention, carrying very precious cargo, and both of them crash in the middle of a desert.
Makes sense to me, bro. You know what I mean? But then, it doesn't make sense. So they're all, even if it was just 3 or 5 or whatever it was, they walk into Vegas, right, and turn it into this big crater of hell, and stuff. So it's like in a short period of time,
and then Las Vegas becomes Lost Vegas.
Ooh, that's nice. If that actually was the case, but then you can't write this movie for him.
I can't.
So anyway.
Sorry.
So now we're introduced to our main character, Dave Bautista. I don't know what Scott James or something like that, and everything. Gave him a simple name, and he's flipping burgers.
What? What?
He just rescued people from Vegas, and somebody should have thanked him, but no, he's flipping burgers.
And the guy says that, doesn't he? He's like, "Oh, how you were given a Medal of Honor, but you wound up here
flipping burgers."
Flipping burgers.
Yeah, and so Hiroyuki Sanada, who we were talking about, he's in everything. He was just in Mortal Kombat. He was in freaking Endgame. The guy works. You need a Japanese guy, get Hiroyuki Sanada, right? Anyway, he's the casino owner who just comes along and says, "Hey, I got my insurance." Now he tells us in the beginning, "I got my insurance, so I got my money." But in the vault is all of this money.
Tax-free.
Tax-free. So
ripe for the taking.
Get a team and go in and get all this money. I don't know. Why should I do that? You just got your money. No. Don't worry about me, bruv. you get the money. Okay, I get the money. Yeah.
20 minutes. 20, was it 20 mil?
No, it was more than that because they split up like about 20 and 10. They did a weird, funky number thing.
Yeah, wasn't it 200 mil?
I think that's the most believable bit of it.
Well, hey, I'm not going to give you all of the money.
Right, you get 5, you get 10, you'll get 50.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, okay, I'll go in. Now, one would think that you're in the desert. Right? One would take you a couple of days to go find these people, but that don't matter. Time. Wait,
no, because aren't they all living in this camp at the minute?
No, they weren't. They were all living in other places to go to the camp. So it's kind of like, that was again illogic.
What is
illogic? Time logic. So anyway, turns out that Dave Bautista has a pass. Which again wasn't fully explained, but I guess it happened because his wife got bit, and so he kept her in the bathroom, and she was locked up and everything, and he was like feeling bad for her, and then he decided, okay, I'm gonna finally have to put you down, or the daughter was in the bathroom. Somebody's in the bathroom.
The daughter was in the bathroom. The mum had already changed, and she was trying to break it.
But the daughter comes out just in time for her to see him stab the mom. And she's like, wait a minute, I was here 5 minutes ago. So I know my mom's changing, right?
Yeah.
You know your mom's already done. What are you mad about?
There has to be conflict in the movie.
But what are you mad about?
There has to be a moody daughter. Listen, it doesn't work.
I hate things that don't make sense.
She's banging on the door. I'll be out in a minute.
Yeah, exactly. So this is supposedly that separates the father from the daughter. Because they disagreed on should you kill mom now or later. Because, hey, look, will you be satisfied if I wait? You know what I mean? Mom's done, right? She's toast and everything. So they're separated and everything. But he decides that, as I go and put together my team, I'm going to tell you that I can give you money. Like, money will make you happy. Do you think that's what he's doing? I'm going to give you about like $15 million. Do I want your money? Whoa. How are you going to get that money? What's going on? Right? And I love it how, wait. How do you know what job the daughter has? Because she wears it on her shirt. Volunteer.
I'm good.
I am a volunteer at a camp outside of this hellhole place, right? And then you get the sleazy Theo Rossi.
What is he from?
He's from Luke Cage on Netflix.
He was giving me Jim Carrey vibes. Yes. Some of the faces he pulled were giving me Jim Carrey vibes. Like when he was saying,
they had
your temperatures, it's gone up.
Yeah, they had the creepy vibes though, didn't they? I love it how he must have just got that from the set. Hey, so we do COVID testing every 5 minutes.
I was hoping for a nice little bit of escapism, and then that scene happens. So
yeah. Like, you know what? We have those very same like temperature guns at my work, and I was just like,
that's so easy. Yeah. So, anyways, but he also has to be a creep. They tell us in words that he's a rapist, but just because he just says, "Hey, you could be an 84 and 85," it's my choice. That's how you know he's a creep. You know what I mean? Because you know the woman says it later. He's a rapist and everything. Yeah. How do I know that? You just told me it. Okay, cool.
Establishing.
So now the daughter, they know of a woman who called the Coyote. What is she, French or the actress?
Russian?
Spanish. I think she's Spanish. Anyway, they know of the woman called the Coyote.
Oh!
Zack loves his nicknames, right? And what does she do? She gets people in and out of this fort, right?
Sneaky little sneak.
And she knows some people come back, some of them don't.
Simple as.
It's your risk. So some woman wants to go in, but she has 2 kids outside already.
Yeah.
So I don't know what her motivation is. Do you know, Andrew?
Nope.
Okay. So she's like, we're going to go in. You're going to go in? Yeah, we're going to go in. And then they don't come out.
Oh.
Now,
womp womp.
Remember, we go in later, right? And these are just I'm not going to say these are just women. I almost did the James Jump thing.
They were actually quite good for women.
Yeah, they're actually quite good for women. Whether they got a rifle or a gun, they go in, but they don't come out. What makes you think they're alive now? I mean, they're not superhuman. Like
did you see them die?
Oh, no, I did not. So maybe they must be alive. So now the daughter is adamant. No, Dad, if you're going in, I must go in too, because I got to find this woman, because I told her I watch her kids, but I'm not going to watch her kids. I'm going to go in with you and your friends, and I'm going to go and try and rescue her.
That line, like, there was a woman in there with kids that I'm partly responsible for.
And I have absolutely no responsibility for these kids whatsoever.
Oh, man.
But I made a promise to a dead woman, and I'm going to go in and make sure she's dead.
Make sure she's dead now.
You know, isn't that what happened, Andrew? Yeah. And so anyway, so forget about him picking up all his team, because there's just all random body parts and stuff like that. But the coyote woman, as they're going in, the sleazy Theo Rossi comes up and she said, "Oh no, we need another member of the team." Why? That's Dave Bautista. Why? Because. Okay. It's like Mortal Kombat. When the guy says, "Yeah, I know you." Yeah. Okay. So. It's not even a big wall they had to pull to go inside. They just went through some plastic, right? So they go in. Did anybody see them close the door?
Oh, no.
Oh.
So how come the zombies, who were smart,
The smart ones,
never go, "Hey, you know what? People keep coming through that hole. I think if we went out through it, we actually get out of this place."
no, because it's their kingdom and it's their territory.
We don't want to leave.
And if we adhere to their rules, then nothing will go wrong.
Exactly,
Apparently.
man. We know that there's a hole that gets us out of here because it's just right there. I never saw a door close. They actually just walked through plastic.
Literally.
They just walked through plastic.
It's like they open up the doors, go through,
But they didn't
and then
close
you
it.
don't see them do anything, and then they just walk off, and you close the door behind you.
One would think. One would think. Right?
Come on, man.
So these army people, I guess they're army people, right? These army people go through Army of the Dead, right? And everything. And then so she's like, "Oh, we need a sacrifice." So, she ties up Theo Rossi. She says,
Shoots
"He's a
him in full.
rapist." Yeah, shoots him. He's a rapist. Oh, okay.
I know what you've done to those women.
Oh, okay. And,
Do you?
And then, hold it. Smart zombies. Then comes our queen zombie.
And she has a crown and everything.
My God, did she go to that guy? You know that guy who does the monkey training for when they do Planet of the Apes and stuff?
Oh,
and they do that whole monkey training. I mean, really, what kind of training did this woman have at the naturals? Anyway, so she comes down, and so the coyote has to explain. Yeah, so we make deals with people, so we give them somebody, and then they let us go through.
What?
Okay.
I mean, one would.
That's what she said.
I mean, one would think with the smart zombies that are aware that there is only a handful of eatable humans that come in every so often, that they would savor every single one of them. But
I love that. The edibles. Only a handful of edibles are coming
the
through.
edibles are coming.
And then what we'll do? We just let them go in further and then we'll eat them later.
If they're undead, do they need to eat? Is the question.
Hey man, they're edibles. I don't care. You just
The
pop them in your mouth and you're done. Point is, so now they gave the sacrifice and they pulled the guy away, right, and stuff like that, and then so they're like, okay, so now what? So now we're on a mission to go find, this bank vault and everything with our very not so funny German bank safe cracker. That doesn't look like he belongs in the crew at all, right?
My lord, I'm helping.
Now, did you know, Sinead, that this guy was very popular in Germany? The safe cracker.
What is like popular actor in Germany?
Actor, yeah.
I did not know that, but
did you know that he was already given what is it? A prequel film for Army of the Dead.
No.
That character who picks up a bat. I don't know what zombies are. I think this bat is going to stop them. Everybody else got guns.
Yeah. It's like, excuse me, can I hit them in the head with brick? Yeah.
Oh yeah, he does pull up a brick once, but still, the point is, Why is he given a movie?
A whole movie.
A whole movie.
Really?
As a prequel to this movie.
No.
I don't know I don't care what happened.
But how's that going to be a prequel when the zombies haven't come out yet?
I wish I knew, Sinead, because he works in a pawn shop. You know, right? So it's like when they go to pick him up, who do you think we should, safe crack this really weird and expensive safe? I don't know. Let's go to this first pawn shop we go to. And he goes, oh, you know what? That is a ding safe. I can do it.
All right.
Gee, I don't know you, but thanks a lot. Yes, I'm talking about this movie like this because it's a crisis that I'm trying to save you from. Right? So anyway, that guy, the team's all established. Everybody's going in and stuff. And what's our first conflict? Because the zombies attack. Why? I kind of like
when they're asleep.
No, they're not asleep.
Hibernating.
It's still daylight. Oh no, that's later.
That's when the tiger shows up. For
the tiger, yeah.
Oh, the tiger. I forgot the name of the tiger, but this is a one-eyed tiger.
And its ribs are sticking out its back.
I wonder, I mean, maybe somebody shot the tiger in the eye. Maybe that's how it's a one-eyed tiger. But because he did also have bite marks. So they must have tried to feed off of that tiger. But then all of a sudden, tiger I made him stir the stuff to this.
I mean, not to be that girl, but surely there's more than one tiger in all of Vegas. I'm surprised there wasn't a whole pride of tigers.
Wait, Sinead, they actually said that it's one of Siegfried and Roy's tigers.
6?
No, Siegfried and Roy.
I've read one of their actual tigers.
Yeah, you might not know of them.
No, I know of them. Okay. Yeah. I know of them.
So they said it's one of Siegfried and Roy's Siberian tigers. Now remember, one of the tigers actually ate Roy.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Right, remember. So maybe this is the other one. So, you know what I mean? I just said, name drop much?
Whoa. I mean, you're in Vegas. I'm surprised Penn and Teller didn't show up.
Oh, my God. They should have done something with that.
Like a Now You See Me scene, because it was this film already didn't know what it was.
And all the zombies racing.
And they all go
through a
box. The zombies are all racing, and they go, but wait! Lifts up the sheet, and they both disappear.
Oh my God.
Have you seen the bullet trick?
The bullet trick. Bang, you're dead.
Okay.
You're done.
So either way we look at it is that so none of us remember what happened next. But what happened next after next?
It's a long film.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. What happened next after next is that they eventually get inside the casino where they had to get down to the safe and everything. Now this is where I'm gonna jump. I don't know how they split off, but this is where it turned into a little bit of Indiana Jones. Do you remember the scene in Indiana Jones where they had the traps? They had, God, this fucking.
It was a bit later on.
Traps, that's later on when they went down there?
Yeah, it's like they're trying to go across through the building. They keep saying that no one needs to stay out of the light, so they decide to go underground.
Yeah, okay. So then, all right. So you're trying to say that's when they went to the sleeping zombies before they got to safe. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right, so Sinead knows this part. So they go to the sleeping zombies. So there's this Spanish girl with a red bandana. And if anybody's as old as me, you remember Aliens. Aliens with an S, which is Aliens 2, right? We're Vasquez. It's like, yeah, man, I got the guns, man. You know what I mean? I'm going to fucking they kill everybody and stuff like that. And she's with the guy who's the social media gamer and stuff. And so as they're going through the sleeping zombies who sleep like bats, for some strange reason, I've never seen in any movie zombies sleeping.
Yeah. You did that, Zack.
Yeah,
you
that's
gave
original.
Us that.
That's original. For some reason, done. You chose that these zombies need some nap time.
Why not?
I don't know. Anyway, so we revealed that Gareth Dillahunt, who was also from The Walking Dead, he's the sleazy guy who works for the sleazy guy, decides that just because the Spanish woman with the bandana doesn't trust him, she's like, "You stay in front of me. I don't trust you." He's like, "Oh, okay." Then he does something that she can't trust, and he throws the light, what are they called?
Glow sticks.
Glow sticks in another direction. So obviously she follows that, and then she gets, I'm going deeper into the den of the sleeping zombies and everything like that, you know? And then it's like, ooh, one wakes up, one wakes up, then they all start with, but this girl is a stunt woman, right? Turned actress. And that fight was awesome. Yeah, you know, like when she busts through the window and then they like all chasing her. So she's not bit yet. Right? Yep. And then so her other mate goes, whatever he's saying. You know, and then, you know, she's like, and then she gets bit and shit like that, and that was horrible.
Just stand there watching.
Yeah, you could have helped shoot some people in the head for her, right? She's not big yet. Of course, the guy, you know, wants to make sure that she doesn't say, hey, I tricked her and shit like that, you know? But we're going to find that out later. So anyway, so they get through the tunnel. They're back outside now, right? You know, I'm pretty sure they encountered these zombies and everything. I'm just trying to move on, Andrew. So I get into the other place. So when they had the big casino thing when Dave Bautista's running on the tables. Is that before they get to the safe?
That's afterwards.
That's afterwards. So let's get to the safe. So let's get to the safe, Andrew. Damn, it's fucking a long way. So anyway,
come on,
get to the safe because I want to get to the Indiana Jones bit.
Yeah, come on. This is supposed to be easy peasy Japanese.
That's what I just.
Come on.
Oh my God, she said it. I said that's probably a real word. And for some reason, you know, we know it's nasty.
I've never heard that before.
I've never heard it either, but it made so much freaking sense.
I hope.
It made sense that it usually was a derogatory term.
I hope he improvised it for the sake of everyone, because...
What are you saying? What are you saying?
I hope it was improv and not that somebody actually wrote that into the script.
No, I really racist. Anyway, so they had to go. So the safecracker and Omari had to go through these things, and when it crushed, that's what was funny. So he kept going up and getting zombies, right? To because it was pressure plates. So it's pressure plates going to this vault, and so you know it would be shooting bullets, it'd be shooting like daggers or whatever they're blow darts, you know, just like Indiana Jones. And then the wall actually crushes one of them, and then when it tries to pull it out, it spreads it out. That's where you're good, Zach. That's where you're good. So, and then you have to kind of like, you know, split it, you know, so the door opens and stuff. Then they get to the safe, and then he's like, I'm not sure if I can do this. Right? But he draws all on the safe. You know, the safecracker does this all off screen and shit. And then everybody comes down, right? Everybody else comes down there and everything. And like, you know, he opens the safe. It's like that scene in Die Hard 2, you know, when they were under Fort Knox and everything. Bright lights and all that shit and everything. So they started packing up the money. Now I'm starting to say to myself, where the hell are your bags? Where's these bags that they all of a sudden have now to pack up shit? Do you know? Anybody know? The bags were in bags, right? And stuff like that. So they're packing up the bags. And then comes that really well, they're all down there. Remember, they all go down there? Where did his daughter go? When did she leave them? This is what I'm saying. When did she leave? So she's outside in a van, right? And the van is being covered by these like smart zombies and everything. Girl, barely one gun, right? And everything, and manages to get away. Not only does she manage to get away, but she manages to go to the other casino where magically she knows that the girl that she's looking for is in there. Magically? Telepathically? Did they have a cell phone?
So women instincts. Strong, independent woman instincts.
I'm not going to go against that one. So anyway, So now Batista is talking to the other female lead, and she's like, this is drama, guys. She's like, I don't know why you don't know I'm here for you. You choose now to tell me this? This is what he said. Did he say that? Yeah. You choose now to tell me this?
In fairness, the entire audience is thinking the exact same thing.
What? It wasn't the fact that you killed my mother.
No. This is the other woman that is his soldier, like his sidekick, right? That helps him gather the team. I know she has no name.
She has no name?
Whatever. Oh. I never really heard it. But my point is, she all of a sudden now claims that I've always liked you or loved you or whatever, blah blah blah, and you don't seem to realize that I'm here for you, not for the money. And then he goes, "You tell me this now," and everything. Now,
why now?
I'll tell you why.
Why?
Because the elevator opens, zombie comes out and flips his head around like Hell Night. That is a great movie. You must watch it as a guilty pleasure. Right?
If only we had a show called Guilty Pleasures.
Nate, this is horrible, right? The woman, it's supposed to be a love story that's put on to us within 5 minutes. Her head is snapped around her head, right? Her head is snapped around her head. You know what I mean?
Around her neck.
Yeah. And then he's like, "Oh no, I just lost the woman. She loved me."
I will never love again.
All while they're like got these bags, they're supposed to get out of the basement with this money. So now the zombies are in them. They're fighting off the zombies and everything. And then like Omari, the black guy, and the safecracker, the German guy, and like, "Oh, what are we gonna do?" So the German guy pushes Omari into the big vault. Now we know what a big vault door looks like, right?
Yeah.
And then we see him closing the vault on him. "Yes, I just want you to be safe." How am I safe, dude? There's no air in here. Is it most vaults without air, Andrew?
Oh my God.
Come on, Andrew. Most vaults are without air. There's no oxygen.
No vaults have any air whatsoever.
That's all I want you to say, Andrew.
If you break into them, the whole point is you can't get out.
So how are you saving me? Dude, do not close that door. Do not close that. He closed the fucking door on me.
It's how over the top that when he's getting dragged away he is. Because I'm pretty sure it doesn't even like grab hold of him. He just suddenly goes like, out the way.
Well, yeah, but so we never seen the German guy die. We only see him close the door, but we see those other hands, so he's going to die. He can't fight.
He's been made into schnitzel. He's gone. He's been scranned.
He's scranned, bro. He's scranned.
He's scram, bro.
So we thinking these two favorite characters are gone. Yeah. So we get somehow Dave Bautista, the blonde Mexican, and some other guy are up on the top in a casino running on tables, which is a great shot in the trailer, right? I love that, man. Dave Bautista jumping on the dealer tables like lily pads and stuff. And then what happens, Andrew? What kind of zombie do we see?
Well, something that I don't think anyone was really expecting, apart from people who follow Zack Snyder on social media. Mm-hmm. Robots.
Robot zombies! Cyborg zombies. Where the frick did they come from, man?
No,
like, how did they bite them? Like, where did they come from? Where did they go?
Sinead,
where did they come from?
Sinead, that's not the question. The question is, when they shoot the zombie in the head, it all of a sudden reveals that it's a robot. Why? What?
Wait,
what?
Were they implying that they're all robots?
Ooh, no, but.
There's only like 3 of them that you see that do.
No, I know, but I mean, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, you know what I'm saying?
Or that there's some bigger conspiracy going on, or that the smart zombies are making zombie robots.
Robots!
Out of the flesh of their fallen companions.
I would believe that in a heartbeat. Zombie robot.
Who knows?
Anyway, so then we get more sacrificing. So like, you know, like this Spanish guy got like 2 or 3 bags, you know what I mean? It's like, I'm taking it all, man. Uh-oh, no, the zombies. Oh. And then he's gone. And then he's like, no, get in the elevator. And then he sacrificed himself with a bomb, as you do.
Naturally.
First of all, I got all this money. Why am I sacrificing myself? But I will, as you do.
Why not?
Yeah, exactly. So I think this is when the girl gets in that snack, isn't it? Because I can remember Batista it was him and somebody else. So when he's going up and everything like that, you know, like I think she was in the elevator room, and this is when she gets her nut snap, I think.
It's just beforehand. More or less.
All right, it is beforehand. Either way, he goes up to the roof, right? And on the roof is the chopper. Now, I don't know. Andrew usually has more of the facts. I have some of the facts. But there was another actor that they shot this movie with, Chris D'Elia, who was the helicopter pilot. And then he got canceled.
Oop.
As you do.
Nowadays,
yeah. So he got canceled. And they realized that, hey, you know what? We can't have him in this movie but they'll still play Armie Hammer movies. But we can't have him in this movie. So let's replace him. So they replaced him with the female actress who's a great comedian, Tig Notaro, and everything. And so she was the female pilot. And so all of her scenes were shot with green screen in Zack's backyard and everything. But this is how green screen works. I try to tell it to Blake all the time. This is how green screen works. You know, they managed to just plop her in, you know, all these different scenes, you know, where she looks like she's talking to people. But I think they're actually just talking to Crystalia. So when they say, yeah, so, you know, you can fly the chopper. Yeah, I can fly the chopper. Good. It was scenes like that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So even if I wasn't aware of that, I could sort of tell that it was filmed differently. Because the way
you didn't know that story?
I found out literally just before I'd seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could sort of tell
Something
how they
weird.
filmed it.
Yeah. I kind of like hearing those stories and then seeing the film because then you kind of like look at it a little bit more closely. And I mean, there was a lot of scenes that they did it kind of cleverly because she was in like, they kept saying that she was shot by herself, but she was in like some group shots. But that could easily be done by just plopping, image masking and plopping her in. So anyway, she's up on the roof and the chopper won't really take off. It's a really old ass chopper up there on that roof. I don't know if Hiroyuki knew they would get that far and stuff like that. And like, you know, and then Dave Bautista has to make it up on the roof. Now, wait a minute. I did skip a part. I skipped Sinead's favorite part. So Gareth Dillahunt and the Coyote, right? They're down there, right? And they take out the queen, right? He really takes out the queen. And like, he puts his like garrote around her neck, rips her head off, right? And then puts her head like Medusa, because she's still moving.
Yeah, face was still
into the bag, right? This is what we really wanted, right? She's like, this is what you really wanted? Yeah, this is what we really wanted.
Makes sense because he had his insurance.
And then so what does she do? I think she shoots him in the leg or something like that. And then comes the zombie tiger. Did you see that scene, Sinead? That was.
And he comes.
Yeah, because he was like, because in the trailer he was like, hey, that's just not right, until that zombie tiger tries to kill you, and then that time, this was like, because you know it's all CGI, but it was really cleverly done. I always wonder how they do shit like that. So he's slicing off his, like with his claws, slicing off his face, and he's like biting at him, and then he just gives him the big head chomp, man. He gives him big jaws head chomp. I mean, like this was the best scene in the film. If you want to know why you should watch this film, watch that. So just say zombie attack or no, zombie tiger attack, and then you would have seen the whole film. Right? Skipped over that part. Anyway, so she gets up on the roof with Dave Bautista and everything. They get into the chopper, and but chopper's right. So the daughter, right? He has to go back for the daughter, right, before they get in the chopper. How does he know the daughter's in that building? No. He gets into the chopper, and then they go to another building. They land the chopper on another building. Remember, all of this is because a missile strike is coming. A nuclear missile is coming in 5 minutes, right? So the chopper goes from one building to the next after doing the fake out. I'm leaving you guys. Oh, I couldn't leave you guys. I'm back. I'm leaving. I'm back. Right? And so the daughter is in the other building. She found the woman that she came looking for.
Da-da-da.
She is one of 3 hostages.
Of course.
By Zeus himself. Right? And everything. So anyway, so Zeus leaves them alive. Right? She manages to find them. Right? She's shooting Zeus with one little petty gun, like some kind of 22. And that's when he pulls out the helmet thing.
I'm smart.
I'm smart, zombie.
Plenty
so
smart.
I got helmet. Well, your eye hole is still open.
He's also incredibly fast because when you first see that bit when they're on the helicopter originally, he's on the roof with them.
Yeah.
The helicopter flies off. He watches them.
Yeah.
And then somehow he gets down to the ground floor, gets on his horse, goes to the other building.
I was
and
wondering
beats the
how this
helicopter.
And that's after he killed the coyote by throwing the jabbing her with the javelin. Okay, so cool, thanks. So he actually rides to the next building. Right. Anyway, so now he's in the hallway. He's incredibly fast. He's all the way down at the end of the hall. She's shooting. right? Dave Bautista running downstairs. He picks the right floor because there's a bed in front of the door, right? And everything. Why does Zeus not run down the hall? I am super fast, right? And just take the girl out. So Bautista throws the bed, gets out, and look, I'm on the same floor as you, honey. Hey, Dad. Zeus now comes running. And he's shooting at Zeus. And then they run up the stairs and everything. And then, so now they're back on the helicopter, and he does the same thing. Zeus runs and jumps on the helicopter. But wait, she's got the girl that she came to rescue. Now, this is where the story is supposed to make sense, right? She's supposed to get that girl out of here, isn't she, Sinead?
Yeah, that was the whole point.
That's what she's supposed to do, right?
That's what she's there for.
So she's on the helicopter with the girl, with the chopper pilot and her daddy. And everybody's all, well, the missile is coming. But Zeus jumps onto the helicopter again.
Of course.
Right? And then he manages to break Dave Bautista's arm or something, right? He doesn't bite it. He just breaks his arm, man. Does he bite him? No. Either way is bam, 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 right? Knocking everybody else out. And then the helicopter crashes outside of the of Vegas.
Of the nuke, yeah.
Right? Oh, of the nuke. Come on. It's a nuke! Crashes, right? So the girl's dead. Not the daughter, the woman. Ugh. Dave is wounded. Must be bitten. The pilot's dead. The daughter goes, Daddy. Daddy. No, she doesn't say daddy. But she's like, let's have a talk. Okay, let's choose now to talk. Right? And then what does he do? Oh, wait a minute. Remember that time? Just in case you people missed it, I pulled out $15 million. Here's the money for you, baby. And I'm dead. Oh, no, she has to shoot him in the head first. I'm dead. But I'm $15 million richer. So that is the point of the story. The daughter gets the $15 million. Everybody else dies. And the nuke hits. We see the nuke
explode. And then what happens?
Nuclear winter. We get the kind of like white snow, but nobody's infected. Well, at least the girl's not. Yeah. Right?
It's a moment that rivals the fridge scene from Indiana Jones.
Oh, my God. Bringing up the fridge scene. Nobody brings up the fridge scene. So anyway, then we get to, so I guess the girl is like alive for the sequel. She got $15 million and everything. And all of a sudden, a door opens in the desert.
And who comes striding along?
Wait. This opens not just far outside of the thing, but it's outside of the thing, right?
Yeah. Slap bang in the middle.
Door opens and bags come out. And it's Omari, the black guy.
He's alive!
He's alive! After being trapped inside of a locked safe, nuked inside of Las Vegas, manages to walk or crawl through the tunnel with these big-ass dad bags and knows that there's a fucking trapdoor in the desert. How did he do that, Andrew?
Which now begs the question of, why didn't they just wait until the bomb had gone off and then go and get the money?
Or why didn't they just go through that tunnel? If you knew it was there.
Well, why did they bother in the first place?
So, and then we get to our epilogue. Finally, I know you've been waiting for this. So Omari, rich as fuck, right, gets onto a plane with some hot blonde stewardesses who also happen to think he must be hot because he is and everything. So they're like, well, we're not supposed to drink, sir, but we will.
For you.
For you. He didn't even open up his bag of money, but he must have.
They could smell it.
No. When he was at the airport, he says, I want a plane. Yes, sir. We'll get you a plane. He's a good customer. Anyway, he's like, I'm not feeling too well. Goes to the bathroom. You're just thinking, hey, I'm going to go wipe my face and shit. Prepare for this little menage a trois. But he reveals that he's got a bite. When did this freaking happen? It didn't happen before he was in the safe.
Why did it happen? Who did it? Was it a zombie robot, maybe?
Ooh.
Or was it one of the stewardesses getting all kinky, but she was infected?
No.
Who knows?
No. So anyway, cut. That's what happens. That's what happens. And rumor has it, for the pundits, is like, hey, he's going to be the new Zeus. He's going to be, instead of the Alpha, he's going to be the Omega.
The next one's going to be set in Mexico, isn't it?
I didn't even know. Did they actually claim there's another one?
I think that just at the end of the film, they say that we're landing in Mexico. So I think that's going to be where the next one's going to
Oh, my God.
Wow.
And that was Army of the Dead.
So, because that did take forever, we don't have to do another one. But still, like, the whole point about it is that, listen, I love Zack Snyder. I'm one of the restore the sign to cut people. I loved watching the Zack Snyder's cut. But I mean, before the Snyder cut, I gave up on Snyder. I wasn't a fan. Were you a fan before the Snyder cut?
I never really was. I think like he's a good visual director, and all of like the style that he goes for, especially like 300 and things like that.
Yeah. 300.
But story-wise, I've just never connected with anything that he's really done before.
Because he's not a story person; he's a commercial guy. So he's all about the visuals. He makes
spectacles, not films.
Yeah, and he's all about the visuals, and he's got a good moral fiber. Like he respects his female characters. He looks at them as warriors and not as victims. And you gotta love a guy for that. He creates fantastic characters we talked about from Aquaman to Wonder Woman and all of that. But when he wrote that scene in Zack Snyder's Snyder Cut, the nightmare sequence, he wrote that with the Joker and everything, and it's horrible. Every last word of it, horrible, right? I mean, I'm a diehard fan. I'll watch it, bruv, but it's horrible. So the point is that, like, I don't know who wrote Army of the Dead, but I know he shot it. I know he directed it.
I think he did, right? He came up with the story. He's one of the screenwriters as well.
It's not a Chris Terrio kind of thing. No. So, that's where the problem. This film is full of holes. Too many holes, too many bullets. So, would you watch it? Would we recommend it? We never actually gone that far on this show because we usually talk about old stuff.
Yeah.
But would you recommend it, Sinead?
I'll give it 3 stars.
That's low for the AS My Girl. What would you give it, Andrew?
I would say, if you like an action movie, this isn't the most action-packed movie. If you like horror, it's not the most horrifying movie.
Where is the blood?
He used it all in the first scene, and there's nothing later on.
If the movie had been completely that, I think it would have been.
Yeah, it would have been epic. That's what I was waiting for, and I got nothing.
Why call it Army of the Dead? Yeah,
because it starts with 2 army men.
That's just true.
That's fine.
That's true. I would give it. I would give it a 4. I go right in the middle between these two. I mean, like, the thing about it is that I want, because I wouldn't watch it again. I wouldn't watch the cartoon coming. I wouldn't watch the prequel coming. But I probably will watch the Army of the Dead 2. Somebody did. Probably said
see where they go with that.
Yeah, just to see where they go. If they do go with the Black Zeus. Black Zeus, get it? I'd watch that and everything. So, this has been us talking about Army of the Dead. It was a recommendation from one of our own, James Jump. So, again, hopefully, whether you agree or disagree, let us know. I'm always on the chat. I like to have conversations with people. And if you're Sinead's mom, stop calling me. I'm kidding. All right, I'm kidding.
Mom.
What was funny? I'll just say this last thing is that, like, Sinead's about to have her little brother come visit. We would have loved to have him on the show.
He's outside.
Well,
he's racing to come in.
Yeah, can't let you in, bruv. It's a private party. Maybe next time. So, Sinead, take us out of here, with your little thumb fingers.
Sweet. This has been the Movie Squad. Over here, I had Andrew. And over there, I had Chase. And down here, we had me, Sinead Renee, and this was Movie Squad.
And that's Blake on the decks. And
Blake on the
Blake,
desk.
Wake the frick up. Peace out.